Yeah, I'm 35 years old now. Been around the block. Fuck, man, where do you start? At that point in my life, bro, like I had to become a man, like young, you know. That I went through a lot of stuff young, and even into the early teens and then early adulthood, young, and I never felt like it was normal. None of it was normal. I look at my friends; they have like normal, stable sort of family lives, and they'd always act out. And I'm thinking, what's wrong with you guys? You know, there's a book called "The Body Keeps the Score," where whatever we go through, it's energy. It gets stuck in our bodies. This is how you remove it through breathwork. So you're in this fucking trance, 20 minutes in, bro, and I just had the biggest emotional offload. I was fucking bawling my eyes out. I was tense, screaming, like fucking choked up everywhere.
Eli,
Yep.
let's start off with your story from the beginning, man.
All right.
Tell us a bit about yourself.
I know we touched on it the first time round. So, yeah, I'm 35 years old now. Been around the block. Fuck, man, where do you start? I don't want to dive too deep into certain parts, but, you know, we'll talk about from where we started. Yeah, fuck. I was had a pretty good childhood, raised by a good man, stepfather, whatever. Yeah, everything was good. I got a sister, mum, blah, blah, blah. I think we touched on this the last time. There was a turning point in my life where things got pretty heavy. Things went pretty bad, you know. After about 9 years old, separation with those two. We moved closer to the beach, which was great. Year 6, I'm in year 6 then. My mum, she met a guy. This man, he ended up fucking ruining her life, man, big time, straight negative. It's a hard topic to get into, but I didn't want to touch too much on my mum's history in that out of respect, because I haven't, you know, until we have that conversation, I won't really talk too much about that.
Of course.
But, bro, my childhood was pretty good coming up as a young person. I had a good role model at home up until a certain age, and then, you know, like they split and she moved on with someone and it got really, really bad. And ever since then, bro, our life just went fucking hectic, you know. Mum's story is she's a tough woman, man, and she's been through the ringer, like some really, really serious, heavy stuff. And as a young bloke, me, 10, 11, 12, growing up, you know, domestic violence at home and, you know, being in the middle of that kind of stuff. And it was a massive shock, bro, massive shock. And that point in my life, bro, like I had to become a man, like young, you know. And yeah, bro, big turning point. But in that phase, in that situation, was year 6 to year 7, bro. I was driving. Put it this way: after as soon as this person came into my mum's life, things got heavy. She kind of lost control of her stuff and whatever, bro. We were doing whatever we wanted. I was driving to school in year 7. I owned the car when I was in year 7. You know what I mean? Driving to school in year 7, fucking boundaries were getting broken left and right. At that time, I found surfing. I had a massive passion for the ocean, and whatever was going on at home at the time, I'd run to the ocean, bro. Run to the ocean. That was it saved my life, you know, and I've stuck with it ever since. But, bro, skip forward 10 years through that. We've lived in Wollongong, grew up in Wollongong. Basically, just ran amok on the streets, ran the street life type of thing. You know, I wasn't a real bad kid, but I definitely got into some stuff, hung around some people, knocked around with the boys. There was 100 deep of us on a Thursday night always, you know. We were just that group of WOG kids coming up in that generation. Yeah,
And
man.
that was because your household like affected you as well.
Yeah, bro. Like,
You just wanted to rebel, kind of.
yeah, like I guess so. But I wasn't one that I went through a lot of stuff young, and even into the early teens and then early adulthood, young, and I never felt like it was normal. None of it was normal. I look at my friends; they have like normal, stable sort of family lives, and they'd always act out. And I'm thinking, what's wrong with you guys? You know, always felt really out of place with the stuff that I was going through at the time. And yeah, man, like I just knew at that point in my life, like I had some stuff inside of me, a lot of anger, a lot of emotions that I wasn't aware of. And I just knew not to take it out on the world, basically. So I channeled my energy into surfing. I learned how to box. I had a few role models at the time. My uncle Brett, he was one of them. He was at that age. He said to me, I remember him saying in the gym, he goes, Eli, you got to learn how to channel your energy, you know, because I think he knew what was going on. I wasn't aware of, but he knew where the direction of my life may be heading, you know. I never forgot that, man. My uncle Brett, he told me that. And yeah, bro, you know, you fast forward 5-10 years again.
How old are you now?
35, bro.
But when you're fast forwarding, at what age are you now? You're 20?
Yeah, like from 11, 12, driving to school, not really in school, dropped out of school in year 8, year 9, roaming the streets, doing all that, hanging out with the boys, hanging out with friends, and just, you know, mum's doing her thing, whatever that was at the time. Early 18s, I moved to Sydney, moved to Redfern when I was about 17, lived in Redfern for 10 years, and that was one of the best things I ever did, man. Like, was getting away from the hometown, that mentality, the small-minded mentality of a hometown, and then moving to the city, bro. It enhanced my development and opened my mind like times 100. You know what I mean? Like, I found myself. I found my own identity. Put it this way, in Sydney, bro, you can walk down the street in a clown outfit and no one's going to say anything. Do you know what I mean? You walk around the street in your neighborhood and like that, people think you're a fucking cooked cunt or whatever. It was just more open-minded, more free, more stimulation.
You don't get judged.
No, you get judged, man. But
Where are you from originally?
Wollongong.
Yeah, Wollongong.
Yeah, Wollongong. So I grew up in Wollongong, born and raised. Lived in Redfern for 10 years almost, and then moved back to Wollongong for another 10 years. Now I'm back up in Sydney. But, bro, there's a lot of parts of my life. I've had a really interesting life, and I feel like if I was to write a book about it, it'd be really interesting. But, you know, everyone has a story, all right? Everyone's gone through stuff. And if you were to read it like it was a story, there's a point where it's like, all right, this is the same shit. This is the same thing that's happening. Where's the change? Where was the change happen? Where's the inspiring stuff? Where did we make change? Right, I lived that street life. I was solely, really, really, really strongly involved in that mentality that it was my be all and end all. You know, that mentality of this is it. This is all I know. This is what I'm good at. And I got good at it, and I also got good at fucking up my life, like for real, you know, with the drugs, with the alcohol, with the behaviour, with running pretty wild, pretty extreme at times. And I've seen a lot of people around me, like my friends. My best friend passed away from drugs, another best friend. One of my other best mate, I just got off the phone to him on the way here, bro. In and out of jail, 7 years he's done. Just boys, all of us just acting out. In, out, this one, that one's dead, this one, you know, it's just fucking crazy, bro. And, you know, it was like, what kept me grounded in those periods of life, like, was fucking surfing, bro. Surfing, boxing. I found boxing at a good age, 18 years old in Redfern. And, bro, those two things, I say it and I swear it, to this day, they saved my life, you know. And with what I'm doing now, I preach it to people to do the things you love and stay connected. If it was football, soccer, I don't know if you've seen any of the videos I speak about that, you know, and like doing the things that you grew up once doing, and later on in life we stop doing it, we hit the drugs, or we do this, we go down that path and we lose that, and then we lose a part of ourselves, you know. I've always been really, really big on just staying connected to something, you know.
What was the moment that you realized you were going to, that's it, I've got to just turn my life around? Like, where was that turning point, that moment?
Bro, 24, 25, still
Was there a specific event that took place for you to go,
There was a few, man.
I'm not doing this anymore, bro. I got to fucking sort my shit out. I'm a grown man now. Like,
There was a few, bro. Like, I had kids and that. I got a daughter, 10-year-old. I got a son who's an 8-year-old. That relationship, bro, I was pretty heavy into what I was doing then. And none of that stopped me. None of that stopped me. People say, oh, when I have kids, I'm going to, you know, switch on. And nah, bro, that shit doesn't fucking stop you. Some, yes. But me, bro, I went harder.
you're going to want to. You're going to want to stop.
You know what I mean? Yeah, and through that period, like, I wasn't present with my own children, wasn't present in as the man, and I was just too wild. And I learnt through those experiences the importance, what was actually important, bro. So I never really stopped until I made many, many mistakes over and over again until I started to realize I'm like, you're the only one that's standing in your fucking way, bro. You can't, oh, it's not her fault, it's not his fault, it's not mum's fault, it's not this, it's you. Have a look at yourself in the mirror. It's fucking you, bro. You know what I mean? And there was one, I was thinking about it today, bro. There was one tipping point, right? My ex-partner gave me a card. My son, he was like 4, and just from preschool, and it's his Father's Day card, you know? It was this little poem, and it was like something about like dad, about following, dad, I want to grow up to be just like you, and all of this following your footsteps type of poem.
Yeah.
Bro, I read it, and I was like, fuck, wow. And then I just cried my fucking, bro, it hit me. I just went like this because I was like, no way, son. You're 4 years old and you want to... He didn't write it himself, but it's just a card they give you at preschool.
It just hit home coming from your son.
Fucking rocked me.
Yeah.
You know? And
The reality
I was
kicked
like, nah, man, I don't want you to live that life. Bro, that was one tipping point. Planted a seed, you know? And I made a lot of mistakes, man, and acted out in many ways because I had a lot of emotion that I didn't unpack or didn't know how to, and there was no man around the house. I didn't really know. I was raised around women, and I was also empathetic towards the women, and kind of like there was never a man, bro, and I was always looking at other men, like street dudes and these ones and those ones, and I met some good people, and they were fucking good dudes, man. We looked after each other, you know. And as positive role models, I only remember my uncle, bro, and the man who raised me, the first man. That was it, bro. And then like a good friend. So I learned over the years, when I broke away from certain circles and stuff, I knew right from wrong. I knew good, you know, good from bad. And I learned through having better relationships with people and going into the gym and doing something positive for myself. Yeah, man, it was like, I don't know, bro. It was like, I always knew if I kept going down that road, which I've come close to like fucking dying, bro, accidentally from drugs or from extreme behaviors or getting caught up in stuff that's, you know, can put you away for a long time and stuff like that. It's like, none of this aligns with my true self. I'm a fucking surfer. You know what I mean? I'm a surfer, bro, and that's the whack. Like, none of it aligned with my true self, and it took me a long time, like up until I was probably like 29, 30s, bro, 31. I really started to realize this shit ain't working, bro. This ain't me no more. You know what I mean? I was like, we need to make a change.
I want to break something down. That first moment you said you moved towards the beach.
Yeah.
What made you attracted to the beach where you said that this was your place to run? You know, you're like, you know, because you've had that, you got whatever's going on at home, and then you're like, you look at it and you're like, this is my escape. What was it? Was it just you looked at it? Was it when you went and seen it and started relaxing, day, night? What?
Mum always took us to the beach as kids, always frothed the water, frothed the surf, loved it. But as soon as we moved into Port Kembla and we were there, bro, I was running with the board across the paddock, sprinting, like fucking just bang, drawn to it. I found my peace, the water. I'm a water baby, bro. I come from the ocean. That's my spirit. I find peace whenever I'm next to the ocean, next to a river, next to water, as long as I'm near it, close to it. That's what I learned.
That keeps you calm?
Yeah.
When you have like whatever your problem you're having at home, what would click in and would you be like, you know, I'm going to the beach? Like for you to forget what's happening at home? Was it more to forget or more to just relax?
It was to free myself.
Think.
It was to free myself. And this is the thing about the ocean, bro. I learned a lot about the ocean, and I learned a lot about the ocean and life. There is, you know, like in the ocean, bro, when you're surfing in swell, it's calm, it's nice, you can see everything. All right, life's nice, calm. Bro, within a second, a southerly wind hits or the swell, ground swell, when it hits big, bro, you test yourself when you're in big waves, big surf, bigger stuff. The ocean is forever changing, bro. You're always moving, navigating, seconds, boom, 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 boom. You know, you get a big wave on your head, you get held down. Bro, that's real fear under the water. You learn things about yourself. You learn how to control yourself, your emotions, how to be calm.
Stay
situations.
composed.
Yeah. And also how to fucking pull into big waves, bro, and get adrenaline, pure fucking rush, like big surf, pull in, big barrels. That shit is fucking wild, bro. And it sets your soul and everything free. And that's all it is, bro. Pure freedom. So I was always chasing to free myself.
It's similar to how people describe skydiving.
Instant flow state.
Very similar.
Yeah.
Very similar.
Have you done skydiving?
No, my wife has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
No.
I did it once. Bro, because I used to have these dreams. I used to have these dreams of falling off cliffs, falling off high places all the time. I didn't know what it was, and I was like, and being next to higher things, I had like this fear. So I did it. I went skydiving to conquer a fear.
Good on you, man.
How was that feeling when you jumped off?
Bro.
And you're free falling?
Can't take it back. That's it. You're off.
Bro. It's hectic. I got a video of it, and I'm in the plane. Bro, I learned in this moment, it's not the fear of heights. Like in these dreams, I used to thought I had this fear of heights. I'm okay in a plane, right? I'm okay in a plane. It's fine. Turbulence. What was that? It's all right. It's the fear of falling, bro. It's the fear of the unknown. Directly on the other side of that fear, when you're on the edge of the plane, and you're like, jump out, bro. And you're like, what the fuck? Within 5 seconds, boom. Every single chemical in your body, dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, all the natural stuff, bro. It's the quickest way to get into an instant flow state of flow with all the natural chemicals, you know? And it's the most amazing feeling ever. Directly on the other side of fear is the most amazing feeling.
So what were you feeling when all that chemical reaction was happening and you're falling now? What was the first thing that came to your head?
I tried to start clapping in air. I was like, this is fucking amazing.
Yeah, the adrenaline kicked
Literally, bro, there's a video of me and I'm clapping. I didn't know what to do with my hands. He's like, pulled them out. And I'm like, I'm throwing shackers. I'm going like this. I got photos of me going, yeah. And clapping in the air because I was so amazed. I was like, wow.
Did you ever think once, like, fuck, man, I hope the parachute works, man, because fuck.
Bro, nah, but when the parachute goes, I got sick after it. Like, as soon as flying back down with the parachute, like, fuck, whoa. And then I felt sick. Bro, that's adrenaline dump.
That's, yeah.
Bang, you know? I was amazed. I wasn't scared. I thought I was scared, but I wasn't. And
The fear is usually, you fear the jump. You don't fear the fall.
yeah,
You know, once you conquer that, you've conquered the fear.
exactly.
And you start to actually, I've been told that.
There's like, you know, there's these big people, these big guys in the world that challenge themselves and overcome their fears. And, you know, David Goggins, I spoke about him last time. He's one of them. About challenging yourself, and he talks about it, man. Directly on the other side of suffering and fear and all of that is the most amazing feeling, you know. And we're living in a society and generation where, bro, people aren't living up to their potential. They're not living right, you know.
They're fearful.
Fearful.
Yeah. Everything, they're scared of everything. Some people don't even know how to drive, man. The younger generation, there's a lot of people that don't even get their P's.
Yeah.
I remember our generation were growing up, the first thing you get is L's. Well, I don't want to say when we started driving, but you know what I mean, like P's straight away.
Yeah. There's a lot of hesitation.
Instantly, yeah.
There's a lot of
hesitation, fear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The fear of responsibility.
Of
Yeah.
the
The
unknown.
smallest fears. To pay a bill.
It's fear of the unknown.
The fear of the unknown.
It's fear of the unknown. That's one thing that people so people that hold themselves back from things and never get to their full potential, it's because they fear the unknown.
Yeah.
They don't want to open that door because they don't know what's behind it.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I used to the familiar. I learned this in energy medicine with my one of my mentors, Dr. Claude Martinez. I studied to become a life coach. I studied some energy medicine, learnt about different parts of the body, how the quantum field works, and more deep stuff about, you know, how to manifest correctly, meditate, and do this kind of stuff and break through mental barriers. And we are programmed, right? We go so far. Say we're doing something. We're 2 months in. It's really good. And then we get to a point, it's like, boom, fuck. Self-doubt. Self-doubt kicks in, you know? And then it's like, boom, old program, go back to the familiar. Oh, scared of failing, scared of failure, you know? And he said to me, he goes, once you break through into the unknown becomes the known. And then once you're in the unknown and it becomes the known, you are in a creative state. How to stay in a creative state is by practicing gratitude, is by raising your frequency, daily affirmations, self-talk, all of this stuff. And stepping past that point, like going into the unknown. Once you get into it, it becomes the known. And then that's where magic happens, bro. Change happens.
When did you get into that? Like, when did you start?
I started-
When did that, like, you're like, you know what, that's pretty interesting. I'm going to look into this unknown.
I didn't fucking know about it, bro. I crossed paths with this man in the gym. For some reason, the universe, like, this is at a point where, like,
That's right.
Yep.
this was at a point where I was pretty lost, man. Like, after living the life that I'd lived and doing all that kind of stuff, and I stopped and got, you know, moved away from it, bro, I became really lost, man. I tried to fucking have normal jobs and work for people and this. I did not know how, you know. Didn't know how to structure myself, routine, and all this stuff. And I was pretty lost, bro. And I was just, all I knew was to go to the gym, go surf, go gym, go surf. That was my two things. So I'm in the gym and I just came cross paths with this guy, Dr. Claude Martinez. I remember he had his hat on, older guy. And for some reason, the universe put me there at that time and we had a conversation and he told me what he does. And then we met up at the beach, bro. Met up at the beach and had a chat with him first time, a consultation, like a one-on-one coaching session. Like, he's a psychologist, you know, Dr. Claude Martinez. And he sat me down and he goes, Eli, you got two choices. You can either keep going left or you can turn right. Because I told him about my life and everything. And he just gave me two choices. He goes, left or right? I said, right. Let's go right. He goes, all right. He gave me a book. He signed it, my name. It was a information pack about me becoming a life coach, all the work that we had to do and study and stuff. And I was like, whoa, bro, I haven't been to school in fucking 15 years or however long, I don't even know. Whoa. And I was like, fuck, left or right, bro? Bro, I got to the point where I don't even drive my car and I go to the gym. Instead of turning into that car spot left, I turn right, turn right. I started to develop, plant seeds in my mind from a man that helped me believe in myself. He helped me restructure a thought process and a pattern and a behavioral pattern through study, you know. It's fucking powerful, man. So, and then I learnt about life coaching and deeper meaning, about what we are actually here to do on earth as humans. He taught me this. And this man, fucking, bro, I couldn't thank him enough. And still to this day, I want to get him on a podcast too. He's a very interesting person. He gave me my wings back, man. He helped me find myself. And he said to me, he goes, the real purpose of life is to heal yourself and then help others heal. Service. To serve, you know?
Give back.
To give back.
Was this the purpose that he said what human beings are here for? Like a purpose and stuff like that?
yeah, like that's what we're here for, you know, to serve, to give back. And bro, this man will help you anywhere he can and didn't ask for anything back, bro. I was like shocked. I was like, who the fuck? Like people, what I'm used to is people, we're doing things for each other, and you're eating, or we're using you, I'm using you, or you know what I mean? Like you're a pawn in
it's
this.
like a trade.
It's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I didn't know people out there like that existed. I still believed in good people and stuff, but this man was different, bro. And he helped me so much. And I just dove straight into it. Boom. And those certificates that I earned from that study, one-on-one, when he handed me those certificates, bro, I got tingles all over my body, bro. And it was like, I get goosebumps. I hadn't achieved something in a long time, like academically or, you know. It was fucking massive, bro. It was huge. Huge for me. So
I can see you're getting a bit like it hits you.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
bro.
can see it now.
Imagine that kid that dropped out of school at age,
With a
13,
bit of a
14.
violent kind of past, bit rowdy, hanging out with a bad kind of crowd.
Now
And
achieved something, you know,
bro. I was
like that.
I was a straight fucking pirate, bro. Still to this day, I'm a pirate. I got that in me, you know what I mean? I got the surfboard on the roof now. It just stays there. Fucking, that's it. That's my vessel. But bro, I straight up was living like to the beat of my own drum, man, and that person really helped me understand myself and relearn and unlearn and relearn, and find purpose. You know, find purpose. Yeah. So with that study, the assignment was to help 5 people. Because I'm qualified, I can actually charge people now and do all that, you know. But he goes, this is not for money. Your assignment is to help 5 people from your heart. And I did that. And bro, I helped these people. This is where I found purpose. I was lost, bro. And I had one of the rooms in the house was empty. And someone asked me for help, this one kid. And I helped him, bro. But the way I found I was purpose driven, I didn't know what purpose was or the word, what it meant. I knew I had something. This is how I found out, because I grabbed the paint tin, I painted the fucking room, fresh coat of paint. I put a chair there, I put a desk there, I put a beautiful chair over there, laid all my books out, all my study, all my certificates, everything. And I was so fucking proud of that space. I was so happy that was my space. That was my favorite room in the house, bro. And I opened the door for someone and he sat down and we spoke and we wrote a plan. And that was it, bro. I knew this was my purpose. That. But before I did this work with Dr. Claude, I had actively made movements into getting to the mental health industry. I was a support worker for young men at one point. This is when I wanted to always help people. So I started there. That job went bad. I was getting abused at work and this and that. The guy pulled knives on me at work and stuff like that. And I'm still going through it now to this day. This claim thing. But like I always knew I wanted to help people, bro. And that was like where I'm going with that. But after that, I just do this because I know it's this is the path that's written for me, is to help myself and help others.
That's your purpose. I want to ask you something about that life coach. What is it that you do? Let's say I come up to you. Is it someone always with a problem, or is it someone just like you just give them purpose? They don't have to be troubled. They could just be someone.
Yeah, anyone. Absolutely. It helps people. What you are is like you help people structure goals, goal setting. He gave me this this exercise that you do. It's called the Wheel of Life. It's a circle and it's got a stroke here, stroke there, and it might have finances, health, relationships, something else, career or whatever. And you draw and a numbers 1 to 10, and you draw a line in each one, and you see from their perspective where the holes are in their life, what they might be currently dealing with. And he taught me something. He goes, when someone tells you they want something or they want to do something, it's not really necessarily what they really want. There's something underneath that. And you have to learn how to ask the right questions. You know what I mean? Because, bro, people might people want to do things, bro, but it's what you want isn't always exactly what you need, and what you need isn't always exactly what you want. You know what I mean? And that could be in the form of a relationship, a career path, or like I want to do that, I want to be that, and it's like, no, there's deeper meaning to what people do, you know, behind their choices. So you learn about that and how to ask questions, and then figure out how you can help someone. And my go-to specialty was helping people with addiction. I helped a few guys get off full chronic potheads, bro, and they're losing it at home with their missus. They're fucking skitzing, you know, real troubled stuff. I helped one kid, man, and he reached out to me recently. So I helped with help people transition from either life of crime, drugs, alcohol, and like more serious sort of mental health sort of struggles, and rebuilding self-belief system. Just simple formula. I'm not a guru at it, and I'm not like an expert, but I have a lived experience, and I've been in the hole many, many times, bro. I've been into really, really dark places, and one of my biggest assets and traits for myself would be, doesn't matter how hard life hits me or how hard I've brought myself down from self-destruction, I always get back up, bro, and keep moving forward. That's all I know, you know? So that alone is worth something, you know? We have experience and information. How can we help that person? So my stuff was different. He had a plan for me with the life coaching to really get more sort of clinical, you know, with it. And I'm like, nah, bro, I want the raw stuff. I actually don't follow all of this protocol either, the questions and this and that, because I don't understand this. I'm going to ask different questions.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Unique.
Is that because it's one of them typical textbook question?
It's something like that.
He's got his own unique style, and if you can relate to the person that you're talking to, you get to ask the right questions. You can think outside the box, you know?
Yeah.
But not everyone's, like, obviously if they come up to you, different people have different, you got different solutions for them, or is it pretty much the one formula for everyone?
It all changes, bro. Everyone's unique. Everyone has their unique challenges and stories, you know. I'm confident in being pretty versatile, open-minded. I can hold a conversation. I can be empathetic and be solution-based and actually really firm where it needs to be, and be accountable and hold people accountable without like harsh criticism or being too much like, you got it, like a boss, or you know what I mean? More leadership type of role. The stuff is it's interesting and I enjoy it. But yeah, man, everyone's stuff is unique, bro. Your stuff's different from him. My stuff's different from you, you know? It's unique. So, you know, you learn your style, you know? I know I'm still learning.
That's interesting.
Very interesting.
I've got something that we want to touch up on again.
Yeah.
This is the one. This is the cracker one.
All right, no.
Obviously on your account, you're doing some sort of breath work.
Yep.
I find it very interesting. You got a video there. We could probably put that up so you can show. Hopefully Richie can get it in. Richie. And you've got tears running down your eyes while you're doing heavy breath work.
Yeah.
Give us a bit of an explanation with what this breath work is. Like, you know, I've seen this. I just don't even know what the word was till recently. And what is it? What does it contain and what does it do?
Bro, this is big stuff. This is the real shit. Breath work. This is, for me, I believe, and I know it's the strongest form of therapy for people to move emotion and block trauma. I was introduced from a friend. She told me about it. I was very interested. I was like, you know, she was telling me stories and sharing experience about it, and I was like, wow, what is this? I didn't know about it. You don't see it on the internet. You don't see nothing about it until, you know, step into it, see a facilitator. What it is this is how it goes. So You're laying down. It's a style of breathing. You breathe real heavy through your nose, through your stomach, all right, and then out your mouth, like that. Heavy. Laying down. You're with a really high level shamanic type of person who's really intuitive and in tune.
Spiritual in
It's a
that.
very spiritual person, yeah. And they'll play music. They might play songs you hear on the radio. They might play some shamanic stuff and some tribal sort of stuff. It triggers your emotions. So you go into this breath work. So you're breathing real heavy, like this. 5-10 minutes in, you start to block off a part of your brain because you're filling yourself with so much oxygen. You block off a part of your brain where you cannot think anymore. You return into your body, right? You go into a meditative state, like a trance. It fucking gets heavy, bro. And these songs, bro, like my first experience with it was like this. The first 10 fucking minutes, once I got into this state, I had tears running out of my face. And I didn't feel emotional. I didn't feel like I wanted to cry or anything. It just started to tap, like running. I was like, what the fuck is this? And she said to me, she goes, lean into it. Whatever you feel, lean into it. And you have to fight your own head, bro, your own ego. Because you're a man, right? And you're sitting in front of a woman and you're in a vulnerable space. You're like, no, fuck, I don't want to cry. Lean into it, Eli. Let go of the ego. Let go of the ego. Drop it. Boom. Lean into it. Go harder, harder. Boom. 20 minutes in. Fuck, bro. Your body starts tingling through your whole body, bro. Everywhere starts tingling. And you're starting to shake. Hands are going. Legs are going. Your body's going like this. And, bro, this is all energy and blocked emotion and stuff that's stuck in us from however long, you know, and generational too. There's a book called The Body Keeps the Score, where whatever we go through, it's energy. It gets stuck in our bodies. This is how you remove it, through breath work. So you're in this fucking trance, 20 minutes in, bro, and I just had the biggest emotional offload. I was fucking bawling my eyes out and I was tense, screaming, like fucking choked up everywhere. And I remember her, she was touching me. There's different parts of the body where you touch the neck for like to move the energy here.
So pressure points or?
They're more like the chakras and pressure points, different sort of parts where the energy flows. Like the liver might be full. They touch the liver, bang, bang, bang. They hit it because it's where anger is stored. Your sinuses, when they're blocked, that's also a sign of a lot of anger in your life where you can't fucking breathe through here, you know? Your throat's all blocked up because your throat chakra is fucking closed. Emotions are coming out. They tap you on the throat, bro, and you release it. I felt her fucking hand. I felt her hand vibrating, shaking like that. And I'm thinking she's shaking her hand over me. I said to her after the session and I came out, I said, what were you doing on my chest? She goes, I had my hand on your chest and I was pulling energy out of your body. Bro, I felt it.
Yeah.
Coming out.
Wow.
And so say 30 minutes, 40 minutes goes by, so this music is very triggering, emotional and stuff. And bro, you're thinking about stuff, right? Things come up, parts of your life, flashes, visuals, all of it. And it's the most amazing experience I've ever had. And like towards the end of it, the music starts to lighten, your breath starts to soften because you've had the most massive emotional offload of your life. Naturally, it's a full chemical release. You know, everything in the body is working naturally. It's amazing. And you come out of it, say you're coming out of it, opening your eyes, bro, you sit there and you're like, and I'll say to you, welcome back. Welcome back. You know, they give you a moment. How do you feel? You sit up, you're like, fuck. Oh, in front of the woman. Oh, fuck, like this. I go, yeah, I feel good. Feel good. And then big smile like that. They've just helped you heal. Bro, when I seen the videos of it and my friends told me about it, I looked at that and I seen people, it looked like they were in pain, real bad pain. And I thought I was a person that would explode. From all of my stuff that I have, I knew that I was going to be one of those people that would just fucking explode, bro. And I was scared to do it. But I knew that I had to do it to heal myself, to go deeper. I've done the therapy, I've done the antidepressants, I've done drugs, I've done this, I've done that, I've done surfing, I've done boxing. I had to go deeper, bro, and I knew it, you know? Amazing. That's just one experience.
Do you recommend it to everyone, that stuff? Are they saying anything when they're taking the energy out? Is there some sort of shaman type thing they do?
The first woman I did it with, she would usually bang the ground and go, breathe, breathe, and her music was different and she had a different style. The next lady, the one that I went into the retreat with, Lexi, and her husband, she was next level. She was like, I did 10 sessions with this one woman. I did one session with Lexi. It was like doing 10 with her. And we did this particular breathe where it was a chant. You're on your knees and you have to rah, rah, ha, 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 ha. You feel like a fucking warrior, bro. Letting it out for 2 songs. I lasted about a song and a half and then I laid back. I'm gassed. I laid back and then I got to breathe. She calls that the dropping. They drop ya. And then you go deep, bro. The music she played was straight shamanic tribal shit, bro. And I was contorted upside down like that, like the Exorcist, bro. My fucking body was upside down and I had the most intense experience. That one was big, bro. And I knew her level, she can hold men. She can hold strong people. She's known for that. My friend said to her, she goes, can he handle this? She goes, break him. Fucking drop him. And I said, I want to be broken and rebuilt. I want to go as deep as it's humanly possible to go. That one is completely different level. And to answer your question, yes, she would channel whatever she was channeling, bro. She'd start speaking in tongues. Whatever she was saying, bro. And I could hear it. I'm like, fuck, wow.
Wow.
Crazy.
Not a language you've ever heard. Is it more like a language or like more?
She's
like a chanting or...
Bro, she just channels it. Whatever comes through her, she lets it out. She's so in tune and so in her space, in her feminine and in her energy, secure within herself. Whatever comes through her, bro, she voices it. It's called vocal activation too, you know? And this stuff is so fucking powerful, bro. And I heard that and I was like, whoa, what is she doing? What is she doing over there? What's going on? And later on...
Do you like freak out or you like...
Yeah. Yeah, bro, but
But would you stop, like, say you're doing the breath work and now you hear her, she's starting to chant stuff and you're like, listen, man, I don't want to start breathing again. I'm going to be like, listen, I'll be back. I've got to go to the toilet. I just got to...
Nah, bro.
Or would it be like a
Yeah,
bit
I
freaky?
know. Like, it's fucking weird. It sounds weird. You know what I mean?
No, it sounds like she's like, it's like some people might go and go, she's trying to channel a spell. Or,
Yeah, I know. It's fucking, it's crazy,
like,
bro.
it sounds intense.
It is.
Do you reckon she's had people actually take off, like leave,
Bro,
trip out, and just go? And,
Like if they can't handle it, because like you're like, I want the fucking the real deal.
Yeah.
But some people be like there, and when they go, you know what, I can't handle this.
no, not her, bro. She holds space well. She holds space for people, and everyone experience is different, bro. Some is more heavy than others. I've cleared stuff within myself and then gone back and done an experience where it wasn't so heavy, and then I questioned, am I doing it right because I didn't have a massive offload? No, every layer is different. Whatever comes out, you don't know what it really is. But it's all different. It's all has its place. But she holds space for anyone. She's so high level, and so is her husband. But she said to me, man, she told me a story about like something that happened to her mother. Like she was doing the breath work and that, and the importance of like there's facilitators that are coming up doing a 2-day course these days, bro, and then they're fucking holding space for people. They're doing this breath work on them, right? And it can be fatal, bro. It can be really detrimental. If someone's in their fields and it's coming out and they're doing it and they fucking snap out of it, they just want out. They want out and they leave, bro. That can be really dangerous for them because they've moved something and it hasn't
come out.
Yeah.
What do you mean by move something? Like how can it be fatal?
Well, she told me the story. I don't know exactly how it goes, but she said it can be fatal, and that's I don't need to ask any more questions. If that's what she said, that's the seriousness of it. Because I asked her about becoming a facilitator myself, and she told me a story about how people are doing it and coming up. This was in the retreat that I did a few months back, And she just, you know, told her experience and her story, how serious this actually really is, you know. They're the highest levels that I've ever experienced.
Maybe you could change behavior.
Possibly.
Bro, this stuff, what it does is it creates, you move blocked emotion and trauma within your body, you create space here. And there's layers. There's like the first 2-3 sessions might be this year's kind of stuff. And then you go into like a few more sessions, you go into a bit more of a deep dive, the cracking they call it. Then you do say 10, 12, 13 sessions, you start to go even deeper. There's layers to it. And what it does is it creates the space for you to allow new stuff to come in to your life, you know. What I got from it was I felt better as a man. I felt more equipped to handle situations from, say, stuff that would trigger me in the past. In the home, you know, my parent flipping out, being abusive and all that, I could handle myself better. I can pick up on people's energy better. I had a better belief about myself. I felt lighter. My emotions regulated better, more healthy, you know. You're full recreating.
Yeah.
You're recreating yourself, bro.
So you feel more empty. You're like emptying up for...
Yeah. So let the good stuff in.
Yeah.
To open you up for the good stuff. That's what healing does. The internal work. You know how people say in these podcasts and all this sort of stuff, or you see those short clips and that, turn inwards, self-love, turn inwards, turn inwards. Yeah, it's absolutely true.
Yeah, you got to start with yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. For me, breathwork is, if you want to deep dive and help yourself, that's the shit to do. Straight up. Straight up, bro. You know, I can tell you more experiences about it. That video that you see me of me crying, bro, I was in the retreat and that was just like, that wasn't even the heaviest of the heaviest experiences I had. But you look at that video and it's pretty confronting.
Yeah.
Grown man, myself, crying, pain. Oh, bro, that's fucking real, you know? It's crazy.
Does that make you a bit more, like after breathwork that you've done, right? Does it make you a bit more how to handle your emotions, or is it more if you get a bit emotional, you should let it out, or how do you operate after the breathwork?
All right, because this shit is questionable to some people. They'll be like, oh, you know, there's men out there and that they don't want to be vulnerable, right? They don't want to step into that space or tears, cry, harden up, all that shit. Bro, I lived that fucking life. I had the hardest head going. You know what I mean? At some points, what this taught me was to lean into my emotion, was to be able to feel stuff instead of being so conditioned to not feel and suppress. This taught me how to feel, how to feel my emotion and be okay with sitting with it without being self-destructive with alcohol or drugs or hurting someone or acting out in this way. You know what I mean, bro?
So like just to control your emotions.
Just to deal with it. Deal with the emotions.
Deal with your emotion and know how to
Without
stay
numbing,
composed.
Yeah, deal with
bro.
it without numbing it.
Yeah, like don't act on your emotion. It could be violent. Or...
When you do that for yourself, when you know you've got stuff in your body, like you have stuff, like the life that I lived in that, I just knew I needed to change myself. I needed to go deep because at some point I'm a ticking time bomb. I have a tattoo here around my neck of barbed wire. I put barbed wire. My tattoos are my therapy. I've been getting tattoos since I was 18. I've got one piece at a time, 16 years worth. It's my journey. It's my therapy. I put barbed wire around my neck, bro. You know the saying how they say you bottle things up, men bottle things up, and you fill the bottle up, before you know it splutters out the top. There was a point in my 30s, bro, I felt like my fucking shit was spluttering out the top of my mouth, so I put barbed wire around my neck. Yeah.
What are some of the tattoos? Is there any meaning with, like, show us some of the meaning, just some of the meanings of what,
Yeah, bro.
you know what I mean? Like
Familiar,
you said, there's a
family
familiar.
strength. You know, that was my first tattoo. That was my second. At the time of my life, I just knew we need to stay together as a family. My unit, my mum, my sister, that was it, bro. I've got one here of a Roman centurion, soldier. Fuck, bro. I got heaps of mad tats. They're sick.
You got a fair bit. You got the eye there as well.
Yeah, I asked for him to
The
put
all-seeing eye.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what it is, right? The all-seeing eye. It kind of looks like that The other one, the Illuminati. Like, bro, I walked around with this shit going, the fuck, you know what I mean? And I got this under here, hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. I got death heads, bro, skulls. I went through a phase where I just wanted skulls, and I was attracted to all that ominous dark shit because I had shit inside of me.
What about the stuff that's on your head?
Bro, these are fucking... This writing around the head here...
Does that hurt there when it's getting...
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's fucked. It's fucked up.
What made you go through that where you're like, I'm going to get the whole head covered?
Bro, straight out, I was losing my fucking hair. I lost my hair. I started to recede.
Oh, I feel your pain, mate.
Bro.
we all feel your pain.
Bro, I'll tell you, the first one around the head here, I always knew I was going to be heavily tattooed. I loved it. This one, the writing was the first one. I was at a Mexican restaurant in Kiama, all right? And on the menu, it had these certain names for the food. This one was the meaning is El Carres del Mar or something like that. I forget how to say it. I always forget how to say it. But it means the cowboy from the sea.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what it means, because there was a steak and a prawn or something. Yeah. They made it up as the menu, but that's the meaning, El Velqueres del Mar. And I was like, fuck, bro, I'm a surfer, I'm from the sea, I'm a fucking straight pirate. Like, I'm a cowboy from the sea, bro. That's the whack. That's going straight across my head. I fucking swear to God, bro, I looked it up and put it straight across my head.
Wow.
And
Fucking
I was like, fuck yeah, that's mad.
The people look at you a bit different with the tats because to others, you know what I mean, that haven't been around that type of life, and people can recognise and get along, but your normal person that might look and go, oh, you look intimidating.
But
Yeah.
what's normal?
100%.
100%, but the person that's out there that gets
See, the generation now, tattoos is fashion now.
yeah,
Bro, when I got tattooed when I was 18, fucking, I'm 35 now.
There wasn't that many
bro.
tats.
The tattoo needles, the guns, they're all rubber banded. It's old school. They'll pump the rock music and this and that.
That's right.
That's real fucking
And
tattoo
they're off their
collectors,
heads
bro.
too while they're tattooing.
Yeah, and it was a mad experience. It was mad, bro. Now it's different, man. Like, but see, I tattooed myself. I always knew I was going to be heavily tattooed for various reasons. One, because I loved it. I'm an artist. So I used it for expression. Two, was to keep people the fuck away from me. You know what I mean? Like, two, I had that stigma about me, that identity that I developed, you know? And I loved it. So I started to put it, I just went with it and I put it on my head. And then mum's like, oh, what are you doing, son? I'm like, man, this is where it belongs. It belongs here. We have a family saying on the side of my head, se devi rubare rube bene.
What does that mean?
My grandfather used to say it to us. It means if you have to rob, rob well. Yeah.
That's a pretty mean saying, man.
Yeah. And he was a man of many hats. He was a bit of a character.
That would have been cool to meet your grandfather, bro.
Bro, he was cool, man.
Sounds like a man on top guy, man.
Bro, he had a little black book and he was like, he used to be writing to his cards. He'd play 4 decks at a time at the table. I used to watch him and he had a really good memory, bro. He could count cards. He used to wipe out the whole of fucking Wollongong, bro. Every single thing that he went to, club and this one. My grandfather's coming. He had a book, bro, full of people that owed, you know what I mean? And that's what he used to say to us. Se deve rubare rube bene, which means if you have to rob, rob well. But for me, that means if you have to do something, do it well. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to go fucking rob.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's just a family saying. So I put that on the head.
I'll get you. If it's something you got to do, whatever you got to do, what you got to do, but do it well. Yeah.
But I expressed myself with my artwork and it went all the way onto my head. I don't have my hands tattooed. I don't have my hands tattooed for a reason. And going through this tattoo process and this journey, like as soon as I put the writing across the head, I filled that side in. We've got some Aztec stuff there. We've got that saying. I've got a great white on the back of my head. Big jaws, one that says loose lips sink ships. Do you know what I mean?
I love that saying.
Yeah.
It's one of my favourite sayings.
Yeah, bro. And that was the one that hurt the most. That was fucking painful. And then I got an Aztec death head sundial across the top of my head.
I was just about to say, that one on top of your head, look at that. Just point that to the camera.
That looks like it would have hurt, man.
Bro, that is a mean, very mean looking tattoo, man, that one.
That was, bro.
Because Aztecs very like tribal. It's they got the pictures and all that's really
I got the Aztec Inca on the side of my head with the Mayan calendar, the jaguar biting into my eagle that says freedom. I got an eagle there that says freedom, you know. That death head on the top, bro. I fucking see this one around the forehead. I went to my tattoo, so I go, bro, this shit makes me look weird. Like I feel weird. Like my hairlines, it's not. What do we do, bro? I actually got it lasered. I wanted to take it off. I went for a period where I was like, bro, you're getting fucking a bit much. You know what I mean? I started to lose my own identity to stuff. I was going through a crisis. I went and got tattooed, laser done, tattoo removal, bro. When they did it, my fucking head swelled up like a sausage. I had 2 foreheads.
It wouldn't come off.
It was fucked.
Yeah, you have to do multiple sessions though.
Bro, that was so...
But that looks like it'd be hard to laser, bro.
Bro, it didn't do nothing to it. My head swelled up like that. And I said, fuck that. We put a tattoo straight over the top, bro, and that's it. And I love that piece of artwork, and it's been there ever since. So.
What's your most significant tattoo that you believe represents you and your life now, what you do now?
Where is it, man? Oh, yeah. Karma. I got this one recently after one of the talks, and just something recently that I went through. Karma, man. And I wrote it in red. I got a couple red tattoos that represent blood, my representation of blood. I wear it with full pride. Bro, because what I believe in karma, and I believe you get karma for the things you have done and the things you haven't done, bro, in this life. Where you've helped, where you haven't, what things you haven't done. And you get karmic debt for your actions, you know? And some things happened recently in my life where I had a bit of a lapse. I was, doing some things. I got into the wrong scene, hung around the wrong people for a minute, and I kind of just experienced some stuff all over again that gave me a bit of a taste of what I once was. And bro, after that, I just went and put that one there. So
you really believe in karma, right?
Yeah, bro.
I do. What goes around comes around.
Yeah. Plus 10.
Of course.
Yeah.
Bro, I want to ask you, what you doing with yourself now? You've got this movement that's happening. Love the shirts. Nice big R on there. You know what I mean?
Yep.
What does that stand for, bro?
RIFARE. RIFARE is an Italian word. It means to rebuild, remake, recreate. For me, I've been saying this for the past 7 to 8 years, bro, in my head, going into the gym, trying to recreate myself. RIFARE la vida, I used to say. RIFARE la vida means rebuild the path or rebuild your life. That was the original. And I just kept it to RIFARE. So what I'm doing now is I'm just living my more authentic self and rebuilding myself, my self-belief system, and representing that through my brand. That what this represents to me is RIFARE means to rebuild, recreate, whatever that looks like for you. For me, it's to make a positive change and a transition from one life to the next, turning a negative into a positive. So now, bro, I'm on path. I feel like I'm on the purpose that was written for me. I'm confident in what I'm doing, and that's what it means, bro. It means to rebuild, to recreate. So, and we're doing that with, spreading awareness around men's mental health, women's mental health. My platform isn't just for men. We're bringing a women aspect into it because women struggle too. And, I've seen you guys doing some podcasts with some females and I've listened to it. It's pretty heavy, We all got our stuff. So what I am creating is a community style base platform with a brand that represents a positive change, So, yeah, man.
RIFARE. In 10 years' time, where do you want RIFARE to be?
Bro, it's going to be worldwide. It's going to be one of the biggest movements in Australia, I believe that what I'm doing is having a positive impact on people, and people are starting to reach out to me, bro, and I'm here today too to talk about some stuff, and this is an opportunity from God and the universe because of this direction, and I'm wholeheartedly putting myself into it. Bro, RIFARE is going to be a really, really fucking important movement and Australian based. I believe in it, man. You know, I believe in it. 10 years from now, bro, who knows what it could manifest into, you know? Who knows what collaborative projects we can get people going into. And I think that's the key, bro, because me solely, I started this by myself from a bedroom, from a belief, and I started to put it into action through goal setting and believing in myself and stacking evidence day by day. And I've made some good movements, but for me to go to the next level and go worldwide with this shit, bro, we need to collaborate. We need to talk to other people. We need to link up to other.
We've got to go out in public. RIFARE styles.
Yeah, that's
Put
it.
the uniform on and ask some questions.
Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, we might even do some live breath. It was a breathwork out there.
Breathwork? Yeah, you get
There's boys doing that, man. I got some friends that are, you know, there's an organization called Talk to Me, bro. I've got an event that I'm going to tomorrow night for Talk to Me, bro. That's a movement from Wollongong. I've been a part of them ever since they started, and you know they'll get together on a Friday morning and do ice baths down the beach, and then they go to the cafe. They're starting to do breath work now into it. They go to the cafe, talk about it. It's just a men's group to come together, and it's all about suicide awareness.
That's mad, bro.
It's fucking mad, bro.
We need that, bro.
How important is that for men to have a good group of surrounding like a brotherhood?
Bro, this is the problem with men. This is where a lot of men, and even females, they lose their way. Having a tribe, being a part of something is what every man should have, you know? A tribe.
Especially men.
Yeah, especially men, because we fucking need it, you know? There are guys out there that are doing things, you know, they're running with the wrong crowd, doing their shit, getting into heavy shit, bro. And at the end of the day, bro, people are just seeking connection. They just want to be connected and have a sense of belonging to something, you know?
Absolutely.
And if it's a positive, bro, that's fucking powerful.
It's mad.
It's hectic.
It's mad.
It's very important.
Yeah, man.
You know, one of my favorite animals is a wolf. It's a lion, but a wolf as well. I'll tell you why. Have you seen how wolves operate, a wolf pack? It's unbelievable. They all work together.
Yeah.
And they can even take a bear down. And they all respect each other. They even go to the point where there's a wolf pack here, wolf pack here, wolf pack here, wolf pack here. They don't go past. They respect each other's territories.
Yeah.
They have a very mutual understanding even between different clans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you look at how wolves work,
So they're not at war with each other.
nah, it's amazing.
They understand each other and their
They
purpose.
actually understand that when they're
have
alpha,
rules,
they protect their alpha, but they're all a very close pack. But once the alpha goes, they select another alpha instantly without fighting with each other. It's like they come to an agreement and say, "This is the new leader. We're going to back you up."
Wow.
It's like
It's like they're all alphas, but they choose the one. You're the leader now. Lead the way, and we're going to be behind you. There's no backstabbing, no one.
Wow.
So wolves are very, 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 very amazing animals.
There's
Bro,
an
I never
idea
fuck-
for another tattoo, bro.
Bro, that's hectic. I never knew
Look it
that,
up.
man.
No, that's why I've always loved like lions. I'm always gonna love lions because of the courage, but wolves because of the way they plan and the way they operate. They're very, very loyal to each other.
Yeah.
They will not let go of the alpha at any cost until it's like the end.
Yeah.
Then they got to move on
And select another leader.
and they all back that leader all the way.
Wow.
They will never backstab, nothing like that. It's actually one of the most amazing animals, man.
Bro, you learn a lot from animals, man.
Yeah,
Like, you know
100%.
what, bro? I like fucking animals sometimes more than people, bro. And I get more emotional over an animal interaction than I do with
These
humans.
days, in certain societies, yeah, where you have a very selfish society, man, you're gonna have. You don't want to get to know no one. It's ugly. It leaves a sour taste in your mouth.
What you just said just tells you where society's gone and how less connected we are as human beings.
Yeah, bro.
You know, doesn't that tell you that?
Bro, I seen it, man. I seen this shit when I went overseas, bro. I went overseas to Turkey, right? I went to North Cyprus. Bro, I seen the people, the way they interact over there. And I've gone to Albania and I've been to like the Greek side and that. We come from Australia and whatever. Bro, these people are connecting with each other. They're interacting. Their hands are on their heart when you walk past them.
Like we're supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Here, it's fucking the Westerners, bro. They're fucking.
Everyone's become selfish. It's sad.
Bro, your neighbor doesn't even talk to you.
Nah.
Bro, you wave at him and he's like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
He calls the cops on you. It's fucked.
Bro, you can't. I pick lemons from people's trees sometimes, and sometimes I feel like, oh, fuck, I'm doing the wrong thing. If you go over here, they're like, here, yalla, have 10 lemons.
Yeah,
Take one
yeah.
for everyone. Do you know what I mean?
You know, you're right about that, man. You could learn a lot from animals. Look, there's a couple examples. From a lion, you could learn courage. From a wolf, you could learn loyalty. Even though they say a saying that, you know, wolves and this, wolves, you could learn loyalty.
Yeah.
And as a society, believe it or not, you could learn a lot from ants.
Yeah, I love
If
ants.
you see how ants operate, you know when one of their workers go down, two of them will go, pick that worker up, put him back, heal him up, off he goes again.
Yeah. How good.
Ants are probably the most, what can I say, most successful society out
They're
there.
very
Bro,
advanced.
you know when you are staring at ants and you're playing with ants, you have no friends.
That's true. That's why you watch a documentary.
Straight out.
But see, do you
Bro,
know
I'd
what I
rather
mean?
hang with the ants, bro.
No, but
You know what I mean?
that thing about you could learn a lot from animals, you can.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Each animal's very different.
They're present, bro. They're not poisoned. They're living their authentic self. They're doing their stuff.
Unfortunately, man, I think people are just watching too many snakes slither around, man. That's what the world's become. It's the place full of snakes, man. That's
Bro.
what I truly believe.
We are there is war from every angle in our society, from a vape to a device to social programming, from a fucking COVID scare, this and that. What is humans, this is how you correct human behavior, through consequence, you know? If there is no consequences, bro, people would be fucking crazy. Like, they'll be wild. There are wild people out there, bro. They're doing things already, you know? Shit. The way to correct human behavior is through consequence. But, yeah, man. Like, I don't know what to say, man. The world's fucking hectic.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is. It's crazy.
Just imagine in 10 years' time what the world's going to be like, man. It's an evil world we live in. I truly believe that.
It's
know
up
what
to
I
us,
worry-
but it's up to this generation.
100%, man. It is.
Bro, it's people that are becoming awoken, like myself also, diving deeper into spiritual, your own potential. Bro, we are limitless, man. We have so much stuff that we could fucking really be doing. But they, you know, they don't want us to. They dumb this down and they do all these things. And people are settling for it. They're just...
You truly believe that?
Yeah, bro, 100%. If I can manifest an idea from my head, if I can put something into action and change my life and make positive impact and put a plan together and execute it without, you know, like put things together and have visions and actively work towards it and then see my vision come into fruition, bro, 100%. We are capable of anything, good and bad.
That's nice, man.
Yeah,
We're going to probably give it a wrap, but RIFARE, Eli, look in the camera from a man that's changed his life. What's one good, absolutely cracker advice you give to young guys? To the young'uns?
Yeah, do the things you love. Stay connected. You know, do the things you love, man. And that's it. Stay true. Keep it 100.
My man. I like that. Eli, thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming, brother. Appreciate it.
What are social media platforms you on? What are your plans? The doctors, if you want to say their names as well, you know what I mean? Give us a description. It's going to be in the description anyway.
Yep.
But give us a couple of you're on TikTok.
Yep, TikTok and Instagram. That's it.
And what's your name on that? Just RIFARE?
RIFAREFit.
Done.
So yeah, RIFAREFit on Instagram and TikTok. I'll show you before we go. I just want to show you these shirts.
100%. They're cracker shirts.
Yeah, they look mad. They're
Check
really
this
good.
out. Boom. All right.
What's that one there?
This is for women's breast cancer.
And
So next month, Women Empowerment
next month.
Yeah.
And what are your plans for that, bro?
So I have an event in Melbourne. That's a men's one.
That's nice.
I have
Cool, man. They look really
Fucking
good.
nice, man. That's
Yeah,
actually
man.
really nice.
Yeah.
I have an event in Melbourne I've been invited to for women's powerlifting. It's at a gym. It's called Girls Who Lift. And the lady from one of my local gyms, they had an event there. She bought a jumper off me. She asked me what it's about. I told her the meaning. Straight away, she goes, I want you at this event for women's mental health. And she also invited me to Movember for men's mental health. So what I've done is I've changed the logos around, put it in pink, put the ribbon in there. We're flying down there. We're going to support women's mental health and bring that whole aspect into the movement. And that's one of the things I'm doing. But
Nice.
I'll come back at a later stage and I'll tell you how that's gone. And there's some other stuff that I want to talk about, some goal setting.
100%. We'll be
some
down
other
for it
stuff.
again. For November, you getting rid of the beard? Or?
Never.
Why
Bro,
not?
if I get rid of this thing, if I get rid of this, I don't know, it's weird now.
Yeah, trust me, I'll
I
feel your
like it.
pain. Oh, mate, this
Maybe
is...
replace it with some tattoos, bro.
Bro, there's tattoos under there.
No
I have-
way.
Yeah, I have 2 Aztec serpents under there.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. I got this, it's covers up under here. And those tattoos represent Mother Earth and the forever evolving of Mother Earth.
Wow.
Yeah, bro, some fucking tribal traditional shit.
Tell us before you go the shark meaning, the meaning of a shark, and why you have the tattoo of a shark.
Yeah. I speak about this in one of my videos. So I got a shark on my foot, right? And it's always in a forward direction. So my philosophy around sharks is this. So a shark can never swim backwards. Otherwise, it'll drown itself. All right? Just like in life. There's nothing back there. That's the past. Can't go backwards. Let's keep moving forward. A shark has to swim forward. It can go around in a circle, but it's always moving forward, right? It can't sit still on the seafloor because it'll fucking drown itself. It'll die. It'll decay. And if we sit still for too long, we don't evolve and move our bodies and educate and whatever that is, keep moving forward, we decay. And when it's time to eat, the shark rolls its eyes back in its head and it fucking goes for it, bro. Bang. Relentless. And I like the sharks because it's a symbolic meaning for me to keep moving forward. And when it's time to attack your goals or attack your whatever you have to do in life, you fucking hit it head on and you go and you keep moving forward.
Mad.
You know what I mean? That's it.
That's a nice one, bro.
That's it.
We're going to give it a wrap on that.
All right.
Eli, thank you so much for coming, man.
Thanks,
Appreciate
brother.
it.
Appreciate
My
it,
man,
bro.
guys, give him a follow. Guys, comment, like, subscribe, support the channel. Before I go, RIFARE.
Rifare.
RIFARE. See, you can't beat the Italians, you know.
Rifare.
Yeah, there you go. See you guys. Bye-bye.